I reached out to move fully nourished because as I'm getting older, the weight's harder to get off. You don't feel as healthy. I just was not feeling as healthy as I wanted to be. Um, my labs were getting pretty bad, and I'm already on blood pressure medicine, cholesterol medicine. And then they started talking about my triglycerides, which were getting high, and they're talking pre-diabetes. And I was like, okay, hold it. This is definitely not where I want to go. So that's what brought me to you, to just better my overall health. And of course, you always want to look good and you always want to fit in your clothes right, which is a bonus, but really it was primarily about my health. I just love my carbs. That was my big problem. And my snacking. I just graze all day. And I always was under the impression that small meals were great. Have a lot of small meals. Don't eat those big meals. And I'm like, I found out, that's not really a good thing. But yeah, that was my big problem, was my focus on carbs and very little protein. And then my constant eating, grazing all day. And you've really shown me how to handle that. And I think I'm still, not perfect, but I'm doing way better. Over the years, starting probably when I was in my late 40s, early 50s, first time I ever tried to lose weight, I went to Nutrisystem. And I lost a lot of weight very fast. When I got off of that, I literally would get ill when I would eat normal meals. And I put it all back on in a short amount of time and more. And then over the years, I've done Weight Watchers. So I really had done them all, a lot of them. And, but you have to be really committed. And I think you just get numb to it all. This has been slow and steady. It's really sustainable, I think. It's really, and it was very, I don't want to say scientific, but I'm in the medical field. So I needed something that was concrete with numbers, and you could show me exactly if I do this or this has this many calories, I needed more precise, and it's what I got. And I think I can sustain this the whole way and continue to lose a little more, but maintain what I've lost. I hope. We hope. Was not skeptical about joining. My son and daughter-in-law had been doing your program for about 2 or 3 months before I joined, and they were just raving about it, and I could see the difference it was making in their lives, and really was making a difference. And they had tried many things in the past too. So I wasn't skeptical about the program. I was more skeptical that I was going to be able to do it. And especially at my age, I'm like, it's hard to teach old dogs new tricks. That's my skepticism was on me, not on the program, because I could see how it was working with them. My experience has been very positive. It really helped me incorporate like protein into my diet. I eat very little protein. I don't like eggs. I really don't like meat. I never have. It's been very hard to get protein in, and I loved my carbs. So I think it's really, it's helped me incorporate that into my diet. I think the big breakthrough, I think the first thing, big change, I don't know if it's a breakthrough, but a big change was every morning I used to have a bowl of Cheerios, and I don't put milk on it, which is very weird. A bowl of dry Cheerios with tons of sugar on it. My grandson called it the magic powder. And the stopping of that breakfast was a huge thing. And I went to yogurt, which I had never eaten in my life. It's a texture thing. Yogurt with fruit in it. And I've stayed with that. And protein enriched yogurt. So it's gotten a little bit of protein in my breakfast instead of all that sugar and all those carbs. And that was a big breakthrough. And that started, getting the yogurt in was a big thing. Incorporating protein in other ways, using protein powders and having a smoothie. I never drank smoothies. That's been a big change. And I like it. It's not like it's a chore to eat it. So my health now has really improved. Besides, I've lost over 20 pounds. I've put my blood pressure medicines cut in half. I'm seeing my cardiologist in a week. I'm hoping to get off or decrease my cholesterol medicine. Triglycerides went down. All my labs have improved tremendously. My doctor just says, whatever you're doing, keep doing it. My activity has really been more consistent. always been pretty active, but it's been really more consistent. I went back to my weight training twice a week. And you definitely have more energy for sure. So it really has made a difference in my health. I think both Ashley and Rachel are very knowledgeable. They explain things very well and understand the reasons for the choices they want you to make. They don't try to force you to eat things that you don't want to eat. Like with me, it would be eggs. I mean, it would be a great source of protein. I just can't eat them. She didn't try to say, oh, try a quiche, you'll love it. No, she let me have my Chardonnay. You can still have the little things you want to have. You just can't, obviously, as in life, you can't binge on anything. You have to be moderation. But their knowledge is really impressive. And I think the money was well worth it. I would really recommend them. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.